Welcome to part 8 of the How to Memorize Numbers Easily series, where we'll talk about the process of setting up peg words for numbers 50 to 59. Hi, I'm Nick Mema from ImpressiveMemory.com, and if you're watching this video for the first time, I highly suggest starting with part 1 of the series to get a better understanding of the peg method of memory. You'll find all the videos in the playlist section of the YouTube channel. I'll jump straight into the process of creating peg words for 50 to 59. If you want to learn more about the alphabet of numbers, head over to part 3 of the series. With that said, let's get into it. We'll start with number 50. Letters L for 5 and S, Z or soft C sounds represent number 0. Bringing the two together, you can form words like lass, lose, or lice, for example. For 51, the consonants L for 5 and T or D for 1 represent 51. Think of words like light, lot, or lead, for example. The consonants L and N represent number 52. You can use words such as line, lane, or lean. With 53, when the letters L and M are put together, you form words like lime, lame, or loam. For 54, words like lorry or Larry can be used because the letters L and R stand for 5 and 4 respectively. In both words, ignore the double letter. For number 55, two L's represent it. What words can you think of? What about lily, lol, or lal, for example? With 56, 5 is still represented by L, while 6 is represented by either sh, ch, or j sounds. Think of words like leash, leech, and lodge as examples. For 57, L and K represent it. You can use words such as lack, leak, or like. For 58, the sounds f or v represent number 8. This forms words like laugh, life, or loaf. And finally, for 59, you can use words such as leap, lap, or lab, for example. 9 is represented by either P or B. So to help you create your own list, these are the words and the imaginations I use to memorize numbers 50 to 59. Feel inspired to come up with your own list of words. Here we go. For number 50, I use the word lice. I imagine having thousands of lice in my hair. Next, I use the word light to represent 51. I imagine a bright bulb producing lots of light. For 52, I use the word loan. I picture myself asking for a loan at the bank. For 53, my peg word is lime. I visualize a lime whenever I come across this number. With 54, lorry is my peg word of choice. I simply imagine a lorry for 54. A lily flower represents 55 for me. I imagine looking at a beautiful lily floating on a pond. For 56, I use the word leech. I picture a blood-sucking leech for 56. Next is 57, and I use luck to represent it. I imagine having all the luck in the world. With 58, I use the word loaf. I simply picture a loaf of bread. And finally, for 59, I often use the word lab to represent it. I imagine myself conducting scientific experiments in a lab. To conclude, so that's how you come up with peg words for numbers 50 to 59. But to practice what we've learned in this video, let's look at an example 6-digit number. 525,559. We can quickly and vividly remember this number using the peg words we formed for numbers 50 to 59. Let's use my peg list to memorize this 6-digit number. We'll start by breaking down the number like this. We'll take the first 2 digits, 52, and we'll use the peg word loan to memorize it. We'll go to the next 2 digits, 55, and we'll use the peg word lily to remember it. And finally, we'll go to the last 2 digits, 59, and we'll use the peg word lab to remember 59. Next, we'll use our wide imaginations to come up with a silly story to link all the peg words together. Here's my imagination. I'll imagine a loan being given to a lily. I'll then picture a lily conducting mind-blowing experiments at a lab. It's a simple, illogical story that links all the peg words together. And it doesn't make any sense at all. But by making the story crazy and illogical, it becomes extremely vivid in your mind. It simply becomes memorable. You also don't need to remember the number, only the peg words themselves. So when you bring together a loan, a lily, and a lab, you get 525,559. It's that simple. Now you try it. Come up with your own peg words and use your endless imagination to help you with the process. You can do it. If you've enjoyed this video, like and share with your friends. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.